Well, I suppose really production music, or library music as some people call it, was something I used to find when I was digging for records. And they were these slightly weird albums which used to have fascinating things written on the back. I've got a lot of records. This one's great, this one's colour coded. If it's blue, it's music descriptive, and this one, electronic sound effects. That's cracking. That one's called Lone Raver, nostalgic medley, slight western feel.
As an avid fan of record collecting, one of the very first memories I have is my friends jumping into the soul and funk record bin. And at essence, they would claim that space. And so I was pushed off into the library music sections. And library music, in many ways, it's like these interstitials. It completely revolutionized the way I was listening, because not only is it these clever adaptations of sometimes a specific mood, but also it's having a very concise but very complete idea in very short periods of time.
With a lot of these records, with a lot of the music library stuff, it was really made often to either go with visuals or to support, say, spoken word from a play, or to illustrate somebody's advert. So for the people that made those records back in the day, they had an actual opportunity to be quite experimental. For me, that's what I picked up from those records, that there were some amazing musicians who had the opportunity to actually freak out for a change and do some weird stuff. That puts a musician's head in a very different mindset. I find really interesting now is actually the sort of change of emphasis on production music, that in the past for artists it was a bit of a dirty secret. You made it, but you didn't actually own up to making it necessarily. I'm really pleased now that it's become a thing that musicians are proud of. A lot of the ninjas are really into the idea of making production music and putting their name to it and standing by it and seeing it as a proper art form.
Yeah, I'm so passionate about these production libraries that I'm contributing towards, but also that I'm utilizing, I'm putting ears on, because it's a chance to express what is ineffable, but also what is less heard, like what isn't utilized or tapped into as often. I like elegies, and I like funeral music, and I like difficult emotions that don't fit on records. And so these production libraries give me the chance to explore these spaces as a composer.
You have to sort of imagine how the end user is going to take this music and how they're going to place it with a picture. In a way, it's almost like making jewellery. It's finding the right setting for the diamond and making that setting something that's actually very important and quite difficult sometimes, but needs to be almost unobtrusive in a way to the picture and just support that and enhance it and create it.
As a creator of these kind of moments, I find it to be a unique challenge to try to imagine into the actions on a screen or the intention of the filmmaker. This is their art. And so by putting these things together, we're achieving something that can really speak to a greater humanity or a more perfect relevance. And it can be powerful. And so this can be powerful. We're all underscoring and soundtracking our reality. Sync is the future.